Welcome back to Nerf Ops. We got some new blasters. Oh yeah. Let's do some unboxing. Christmas and the holidays are coming up, and the first step to knowing which Nerf gun to add to your collection this year is knowing whether or not you want a manual or automatic Nerf gun. So subscribe down below and let's get started. Getting right into the first aspect, we have out-of-box usability and how easy it is to learn how to fire the blaster. Generally speaking, it is easier to learn how to press the red trigger and fire than it is to learn a full-on priming mechanism. Although, even though there is a short learning process, using a Nerf priming mechanism usually isn't that hard. This one, for example, is super duper easy. And with some priming mechanisms, you have the options to learn some pretty cool trick shots that cannot be done on an automatic blaster. Oh yeah. And now for our next category, we have indoor use and at-home Nerf battles. At an indoor battle with a manual gun, you still have some chance to dodge it. Whereas with a machine gun, you have no chance to escape. Yeah, it's totally overpowered when you're indoors. Always ask your parents before using a Nerf gun indoors. For our next term, we have cover fire and roll of action in a Nerf battle. If it's always been your dream to run into the heat of the battle, dual wielding, guns akimbo, just blasting as many darts as your heart desires, then automatic guns are meant for you. You can be your team's VIP if you run into the opponent's compound and just fire and take out so many people with you. Or even better, be the guy who saves the flag because of how much ammunition you were able to release at the opposing team. No manual guns are able to do anything like that, and dual wielding is not nearly as practical. Plus, you can always be that guy who uses a mounted machine gun and fires at people from above. And if you're super cool, you can run with it Gatling gun style. On the other hand, if you want to provide overwatch for your team and snipe people down, then manual gun is the way to go. Manual guns win in the category of accuracy and consistency because they're often easier to aim with. Plus, they're more consistent in their punching power, and this is because you're not as reliant on the amount of battery juice you have in a manual gun. There's a whole issue with being reliant on batteries because when your batteries get low, this can cause your gun to jam or fire inconsistently. This can suck if you're in the enemy compound and all of a sudden, my gun's not firing. Oh no! We're going to be comparing stealth, which is something that's super important in a Nerf battle. Manually primed guns definitely win in the stealth category, and let me show you why. This is how much noise a manual gun makes. And now it's ready to go until you fire. You can get super duper close to the enemy compound, and when they least expect it. Automatic guns, on the other hand, seem to attract everyone in the area with how much noise they make. People will definitely know that you're coming. That's why I always choose a manual gun in 1v1s, so they won't hear me coming from a mile away. For our next factor, we have weight and weight distribution, and generally, manual wins this term. Automatic blasters often have heavy batteries that you have to carry around to fire the gun. This causes them to be super back or front heavy and harder to use. Manual guns just don't have that battery, and their mechanism is usually spread throughout the blaster, which makes them much more balanced and even. Keep in mind though that this isn't completely black and white, and there are manual guns that are still pretty unevenly distributed in weight. Next category, rate of fire. Oh yeah. Pretty much always automatic Nerf guns will win in rate of fire because that's what they're made to do. In almost all Nerf manual gun, you have to prime the Nerf gun before firing every time or maybe every 2 times. And even if you're fast at this will still take you time. On the other hand, an automatic gun will shoot once it's revved as fast as you can pull the trigger, which makes it super easy to spray and shoot fast. And yeah, it's as fun as it looks. Keep in mind that such a high rate of fire means you have a shorter play time and a way longer time to pick up the darts and reload. Believe me, no one enjoys reloading the drum mag. Next up, we have the amount of ammo, and I'm talking about how much ammo the blaster comes with brand new in the box. And for the most part, this goes to automatics because of the rate of fire and how much ammunition they go through. You'll be losing more darts, and that's the reason why Nerf includes more ammunition in an automatic gun's packaging. And that brings us to our last factor, which is price. Automatic guns are almost always more expensive than their manual gun equivalents. And even if the blaster itself isn't more expensive, the cost of buying batteries will cost you more over time than the cost that it takes to use a manual gun. And if you plan on buying a rechargeable battery, keep in mind that those are very expensive, especially the Nerf brand battery packs. And if price isn't an issue and you do end up getting rechargeable batteries, you're still going to have to open the battery compartment and replace or charge your batteries before using your Nerf gun, which is something that takes time and never has to be done before using a manual gun. And if you plan on putting your Nerf guns away for a long period of time, I recommend that you take your batteries out so it doesn't lead to corrosion. And we made it to the end of the video. Oh yeah. Hopefully now you're just a little bit more informed about your decision whether or not to get an automatic or manual Nerf gun for this Christmas. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe down below and drop a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite type of Nerf gun is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on another epic video. Oh yeah.